Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. If you enjoy my reading, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. That way you will be notified when I upload new readings. I've already posted the mid-monthly readings for the month of October and the general monthly readings. I also have weekly readings, extended weekend readings, and the daily tarot snapshot. I will be putting out over the next week or so the general monthly readings for November. So subscribe and you will get notified as soon as I post that. Now today I will be doing a general weekly reading. This is for all of the signs for the upcoming week of October 23rd through October 29th, 2017. As the reading focuses on the general energy surrounding us this week, the messages may or may not resonate with you. For more personalized reading that focuses specifically on you, please contact me at the email listed in the description box or the About section of this channel. And that email is changingphasestarot@gmail.com. I will be doing a 3-card spread today, plus one additional card from the bottom of the deck for the overall energy for the week, using the Good Tarot deck by Colette Baron Reed. And I'll be pulling one additional guidance card from the Soul's Journey Oracle card deck to complement the reading by James Van Praagh. So let's get started with our reading for the upcoming week. I will see you in 1 second for the shuffle. All right, so we'll begin with the tarot cards, and I have already meditated and shuffled the cards off camera, but let's just do a few more shuffles here, looking for the energies surrounding us on the week of October 23rd through October 29th, 2017. Spirit, what do we need to know? What energies are surrounding us for the week of October 23rd through October 29th, okay, 2017. Please show us the messages for the week of October 23rd through October 29th, 2017. What do we need to know for the week of October 23rd through October, okay, that one came flying out. All right. So let me show you these cards, and then I'll pull the other one. So we have as our first card the Page of Air, followed by the Queen of Earth, and the last card is beautiful, Major Arcana, number 18, the Moon. And the card at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Air. Okay, so that would be the overall energy. Let me pull one additional card here from the Soul's Journey deck. Spirit, what additional message do you have for the week of... I wanted to come out. Ooh. Forgiveness. Look at that. So pretty. It says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Interesting. Okay, so let me set the cards up here so that we can see them, and then I will be right back with the meaning for the reading. See you in 1 second. Okay, so I set the cards up, and as you can see, we have the overall energy for the week, right, plus the 3 cards. But I don't know why, but I was led to use another deck. So I shuffled off camera, really to clarify this, and I don't usually do this with the weekly readings, but we will. Let me just lay out, and then at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So, and I think I'm going to sort of pair them up and see what messages we can get from these cards together. Again, don't usually do the reading this way, but I was led to do it, so let's see. So starting us off here with the overall energy, and in case you're interested, the deck that I'm using, or that I used for as clarifiers, is the Shadowscapes Tarot deck. I sometimes use it in my daily my daily true snapshots. I'll put that there. Okay, so we have the Five of Air paired with Justice. And when I saw this, initially when I saw the cards, I mean, I do get, there's a definite energy coming off of them of, something being hidden, you finding out about something, conflict. I think that's why I was sort of asked to pull additional cards here to clarify. But starting off with the Five of Air, now air energy, this would be the swords, right, suit in the traditional tarot deck. And the swords suit has to do with, our thoughts, the way that we think, where our thoughts can lead us, everything that we do as a result of our thoughts, right? And when we think about, planting our thoughts being seeds that we plant in our minds, if we plant positive seeds of positive thoughts, then generally positive things come out of it. And if it's the opposite, then, we can kind of you can't expect a positive result by planting negative thoughts or negative seeds. So definitely, mental, cerebral energy going on here. And the Five of Air is a card that deals with conflict. Okay, the Five of Swords. This is a conflict card, but it is a card that has to do with, how you resolve a conflict. And it's interesting that the card that was at the bottom of the deck, of the clarifying deck, is the Justice card. These two, sort of having the conflict and then the Justice being the resolution of it is interesting. But going back to the Five of Air, so when we think about having, this card has to do with, winning the battle, but kind of losing the fight kind of things. I mean, if you have come up against or are going to come up against this type of energy during the upcoming week, or the week of October 23rd through 29th, it's just really cautioning you to be careful how you resolve a conflict, right? Because many times, we can have conflicts that arise in a work situation. This can be in our personal lives. This can be in a relationship. And it asks you not to resolve things in a way that would in any way compromise your integrity, right? Stay true to yourself as you resolve them. I mean, conflicts, tensions do arise, but it's how we react to and act when dealing with these conflicts that's important, right? Because if we think, maybe you, in order to win a certain conflict, you end up doing something that might be, kind of sneaky or underhanded or not really in line with who you are as a person, but you do it to kind of take care of the situation, sort of thing. That's not really in agreement with who you are, right? So, and you might end up hurting somebody else in the process. You might end up hurting the other person. So even though you came away the victor, right? At what price did you win the battle? So that's kind of the energy on this card. So conflict and how you handle the conflict. Now the Justice card, this is card number 11 in the in the Major Arcana. And it's all about, a lot to do with karma, and about balance and responsibility and assuming responsibility, and about, considering, weighing up all of the sides before making a decision. And when you make a decision, doing so sort of with awareness of your actions. So it relies on, much like the swords, which is, using your intellect, the Justice card relies on, a very logical approach to something, a very logical mind, when dealing with a certain situation and when, assessing what needs to be assessed. And in the more sort of karmic sense, the Justice card has to do with, karmic justice. If this is somebody who maybe, wronged you in some way, and it might feel like, oh, nothing ever happens to that person kind of thing. When are they going to get what is really due to come, right? As far as like cause and effect. This card has to do with how at this point cause and effect is really playing out, right? So there's balance involved, there's law, there's cause and effect involved. So if this is somebody who, maybe you had to deal with this person in a conflict, even if you choose not to win the battle, right, in a kind of underhanded way or something like that, don't worry, because the person will receive his or her karmic justice. So there's karma involved. This is major arcana. And we see, that the justice card, she's holding the scales here, right? The scales of justice. We have new things. We have the renewed life, the butterflies flying around. So, whatever has gone on here, I feel like it's, you're going to receive whatever is sort of coming to you, right, in a good way. And if somebody else has wronged you, then, karma kind of will come in and take over. You don't have to worry about it. You don't actually need to do anything there. So let's continue on. Lots of messages with that. And I apologize if this reading goes a little longer than usual, but for some reason, I have the extra cards here today. So we have the Page of Air. So this would be the energy coming into the week, right? Into the week of this last week of October. And this is the Page of Air. So more air energy, more thought, cerebral energy. Pages are the ones who bring in news, right? Usually we think in the tarot deck, the knights are the ones in the court cards. The knights act on things. They're all about action and making things happen. And the pages are all about new things, right? They bring in news of things. So this could be news. You might be receiving some type of news. It could also have to do with new projects. So like thoughts coming up with a new project or something. Different news of something new here, and that's tied with or paired with the King of Pentacles. Okay, so let's think about these two together. I'm sorry if I wanted to show you both of them. Let me kind of move these over. Don't really have enough room there. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, so going back to the Page of Air. So again, air energy, cerebral energy, right? The page brings in newness, brings in new messages of something, right? New ideas, something that hasn't actually been proven yet. If this is like a sort of a new project or a new theory, right? So this is just it's a new focus, a new way of seeing something, but more work needs to be done, right? In order for you to actually move ahead and act on it, right? So there's the sense of being a little bit unsure here. And what we have it paired with is the King of Pentacles. And it's interesting because we have sitting in the middle position the Queen of Earth, which is the Queen of Pentacles. So Pentacles is earth energy. This is all about, being grounded, anything to do with material possessions, right? When we think of the earth energies, they're the ones, or it's the results that we can see in the material realm. So there's tangible results, right? Things associated with material wealth, things that actually manifest here in the world of form. And it's thinking that how everything we think, feel, believe, create can actually come into being, can manifest here in the physical realm. Now, the King of Pentacles, this is a court card, as is the Page of Air. So, with the court cards in the tarot readings, they can present themselves as actual people that we're dealing with. This could be just an event, or this could be your own energy, right? You taking on the energy of these court cards during this period. So let's think about if it's an actual person. This could be an older male earth sign that you're dealing with during this week. If it is, then that would be an older male. Could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Doesn't necessarily have to be a male, right? We know that in these general readings, they're not really, the court cards are not really gender specific. So could also be an older female. With the Page of Air, this would be a younger air sign. So a younger Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, sorry. Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini here. With them paired together, this could be news or something new coming in the work realm, something to do with your work and finances, right? Or this could just be you finding out information from an older male earth sign. So maybe this older male earth sign, has some news that is of particular interest to you with regards to work or, a project or a new business endeavor. Um, and what we have in the middle, so middle of the week, the energy of the Queen of Earth, right? And she is paired with the Knight of Cups. I love the Queen of Earth in this deck. She's so beautiful. Let me put this one here. Okay, so again, with the Queen of Earth, similar to the King of Pentacles, right? This would be the Queen of Pentacles, so more Earth energy going on. And, and she is somebody who is very grounded, right? She's a very grounded person. She's somebody who, as is the King of Pentacles, right? In order to get to the level of queen or king, they have, gone through many different situations in life. They are very, she is a very practical person, a very grounded person, somebody who's very trustworthy, right? Very earthy, very resourceful, very clear about what her goals are, and, very committed to achieving those goals, right? And she's somebody who knows how to use her resources wisely to to make things manifest, right, in the present. So, and as is the king. I mean, the King of Pentacles, going back to this card, I mean, this is somebody who is very wealthy, right, abundant, very has an ability to attract abundance, right, attract wealth. Is a very good leader, so trustworthy, right, very trustworthy. And she is somebody who, again, she brings, this could either be an older female or a sign, or you could just be taking on this energy, right? And she's paired with the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is kind of like that knight in shining armor, right? He's very romantic. The Cups energy, this is water energy. So it's all to do with feelings and emotions, right? And how our emotions and our feelings move things along in our lives. And how our emotions influence the way that we interact with others in the world, right? And as the Knight of Cups, he comes in to really, brings in this new offering of love, but he also acts on it, right? So he's very romantic. He's that, like I said, the sort of the knight in shining armor. He's very emotionally aware, so he thinks more with his heart than with his head, right? Which is very different energy from the air cards here, because the air energy is all about our intellect. It's using our intellect to resolve a situation. This Knight of Cups is somebody who just, he trusts in his emotions, follows his dreams. As it's cups, also the water energy, it's tied with intuition. So he allows his intuition to guide him, right? He's very honest. He's a faithful, honest person. But he follows his heart, right? You can see in this deck, he's sort of pictured, there's this holy grail kind of cup of love up here. And it looks as if, even though it looks a little unattainable, right? Because he's riding a unicorn, he's sort of riding it upstream here, or up trying to go up the waves in order to reach this cup. So it looks like it's a little bit out of reach, but he doesn't give up, right? He's after that elusive cup of love here. So paired, with this Queen of Earth, again, this could be a person or people that you have around you. If it is, this could be, an older female earth sign, or this could be, a younger to middle-aged water sign, right? So if it's the water sign, then that would be Pisces or Scorpio or Cancer. So, Or it could just be you taking on, the energy of one of these, or, it doesn't necessarily have to be all of these people, right? This could just be, maybe you are dealing with, um, you know, a, an earth sign male here, right? And you could be the earth sign female, but, you're receiving some type of offer of love, or, there's some type of emotional or something that brings great emotional happiness to you coming in this week. It doesn't necessarily have to be that these are all, people that you're dealing with. These could just be energies. And let's look at the last card, then I'll try to tie this all together here to give, this sort of overall message for the week. The last card that we have is the outbound energy for the week. So the week leaving, the energy leaving that week and heading into the first week of November. We have the major arcana card number 18, the moon. Okay, and the moon is paired with the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so another sort of offering, but this offering has to do with finances or money or material gains, right? Let me put this one here, sorry. Moving things around here. Okay, so talking first about the major arcana, the moon. Now, the moon is an interesting card. It has to do with, that which we can't always see, right? Or that might be hidden. It's a card that has, it's kind of tied to our past experiences. It's a more of a psychological card, right? It talks about those thoughts or feelings that, maybe we have repressed or not allowed to shine or come forward, right, over time. So we might have built up some type of negative block, right, causing fear and anxiety. So you might need to release certain things when this card appears, right? Let go of negative thoughts, let go of, hurt that has to do with past, something that happened in the past, right? With the five of swords here, the five of air, as the overall energy having to do with conflict, and then we have the additional guidance card of forgiveness. This could have to do with, things that, or something, some type of conflict or somebody that you've had to deal with in the past, and, maybe feeling as though, or harboring all of those feelings of resentment and hurt and anxiety. And with this card coming in, it just says, release that, allow the love to shine, within you again. Release this negative energy in order to find justice and in order to move forward. Many times we hold on to these feelings of resentment, and, the other person who might have hurt us, with this five of air card, this could be the other person, right? Looking at it that way, this could be somebody else who did something to hurt you, right? And that's why there's going to be justice now. And so maybe they hurt you, and you have harbored all of these feelings of, of hurt and resentment, but that person doesn't even think of you anymore. Doesn't even, they acted a certain way, and it doesn't even cross their mind anymore, while you're still here suffering, emotionally from it. So let go of that, release it, right? The moon is also a card of illusion, of deception. Sometimes it sort of is there to warn us or caution us that there might be something hidden that we're not really, we're not seeing, or something is not as it appears to be. So, be careful when dealing with something or a certain person. Looking at the other cards that we have here, I would say it's more about being cautious, keeping your guard up, right? When dealing with these people, that I have a feeling this is somebody that you've had to deal with here, right? And you're finding something out, you're learning something that you didn't know. And again, with the moon there, it's all about hidden things. Whereas the sun in the tarot deck, the sun shines a light on it and illuminates and brings great joy and warmth and illumination to the situation. The moon, no matter how brightly it shines, still casts a shadow. So there's still this sort of shadowy doubt kind of energy surrounding the moon card, right? Sometimes a moon card appears if you are feeling a little lost, might not be that sure how to, where you're going or how to handle a situation. And but it's also a card that has to do with intuition. It's a great, it's a card of great intuition. So when you're unsure, tap into your intuition. Learn to listen to that inner voice. Learn to listen, or learn to, heed that gut feeling that you get. If you're around a person, you immediately kind of tense up, or there's something about them that you're not sure, you don't know why you feel like that. Listen to that, right? That's your intuition. That's your inner voice trying to communicate with you. And we have it here paired with the Page of Pentacles. So again, more earth energy, right? Just like the Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles, we have the Page here. And again, pages bring in new things, like I was saying with the Page of Air. As this is earth energy, this could be a new job offer coming in, financial, something to do with finances, business endeavors. But there's a definite newness surrounding it, right? Something new coming in. Sometimes with this card, sort of paired with the Page of Pentacles, like the Moon card can sometimes have to do with like trusting in the universe, right? That maybe you're not able to see everything that's going on sort of behind the scenes. There might be great opportunities, such as financial opportunities, business opportunities, job opportunities, lying in the shadows, right? But you haven't actually seen them yet, or you can't, maybe you haven't noticed them yet. So it's a card that also has to do with, allow things to come to light, right? And with the Page of Pentacles, I think that this has to do with definitely, I'm getting job, something to do with job. Maybe this was, you were wronged in some way at your work, right? Maybe you find out some information here. And since we have all of this earth energy, it does feel to me like it has to do with either something material like finances, could have to do with, that could be a job. I mean, this could be in some way that you were wronged at work, possibly. But the Page is the first signs of tangible success, right? Again, it's that new spark. It's having that plan to achieve financial success. So with that paired with the Moon here, I think that something is coming to light by the end of the week. Something will be coming to light. You will gain a new perspective on something, right? And if I were to try to piece or pair all of these cards and put it all together to get a message, I would say that just pay attention to your intuition this week as you work through whatever this is. Pay attention to messages that come in, right? Pay attention to how you react. If a situation, a conflict arises, pay attention to how you react to it, and know that, sometimes you don't have to do anything. The universe itself steps in to take care of something for you, right? But with this as the outbound energy, I would say that something's going to come to light, right? You are going to receive some type of clarification, but you need to maybe even through, unconventional sort of messages, maybe through dreams, or like I was saying about your intuition, pay attention to those messages that come in kind of in an unconventional manner, right? That have to do with tangible things, right? So such as finances, work, career. And also, let me read you, because for the Soul's Journey card, it comes with a guidebook. So let me just read you what the guidebook says for card Forgiveness. And it says, you can never flow with your natural energy of love unless you release the negative energy of hate, anger, intolerance, or blame. Every soul in your path has free will, and you have no control over that. What you do have control over is how you react to the manifestations of others' free will. Holding on to that negative energy will strengthen karmic ties. Wow, that goes exactly right along with those two cards here. And forgiveness can break that pattern. The most important person you must learn to forgive is always yourself. Blaming yourself for failures blocks the natural flow of love, which will attract all good things into your life. So, again, I think that's a beautiful card to tie in with the messages here, right? If this has to do with, somebody who has harmed you, or somebody who, during the week does something to harm you, learn to, it's not easy. Nobody's saying it's easy, but, release, let go of those feelings, because holding on to them, they only end up hurting you, not the other person, right? And trust in the universe, because, karma is it's a real thing. Sooner or later, the universe steps in to take care of things. So you don't need to worry about that. Okay, well, an interesting reading. Not my typical weekly readings. I do hope that the messages made sense to you and you were able to get something out of the messages. Again, if you would like a more personalized reading, just send me an email, changingphasestarot@gmail.com. I'd be more than happy to do one for you. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light. Bye.